I'm Roop Darak, founder director A&I Magazine, Arkin Publications Private Limited. For today's podcast session, we have a very good interior designer from Indie Living, Meghna Vemula. Hi Meghna, thanks for taking out time and giving us a chance to have a good podcast session with you. I hope it will be great and we both will enjoy a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roopji. I am so privileged to be part of the AI magazine. And I'm Meghna Vemula, founder and principal designer at Indie Living. I hope we can use that.
Yeah, definitely. So, what exactly this Indie Living means?
So the word indie means an independent spirit. And yeah. And it also resonates with India, which is something that we really wanted. So yeah.
You can even relate it with interior designing, yes.
Yes, of course.
So, would like to know about your journey, especially what inspired you to be an interior designer? What make you to be an interior designer?
All right. So growing up, I think I watched a lot of design documentaries.
Okay.
And I think I was inspired by art in general. And Frida Kahlo is one of the artists that I've always been inspired from. And her journey, I think, has truly inspired me to be in this creative field.
As much I know about you, you are into furniture designing and interior designing both.
Yes.
So, if you want to select any of one, either interior designing or furniture designing, what will you opt first?
So, furniture design is my passion.
Okay.
And interiors is, I think, my bread and butter. So that would be a difficult choice, but I think a world wouldn't be without passion, so furniture.
Soon you will also become a good celebrity, then your furniture will be sold, then it will become more than bread and butter. The way you see Gauri Khan, Suzanne Khan,
Yes, of
and
course.
one of the most known designer of India, Ashish Shah. You might have heard about him.
Yeah,
He is also a furniture designer.
Yeah.
So, and about your journey from where you started, basically you are from Visakhapatnam.
Yes.
And you have studied from Bangalore.
Yes.
So, if you would like to say something about that, how was your education at Bangalore and you have done your intern somewhere or you directly came into the practice, something about that?
So, my schooling was in Vizag.
Okay.
Vizag is a lovely city.
Yeah.
But I think being born and brought up in Vizag, you have the intention of going to a bigger city.
True.
Right? So I think Bangalore is something that I've always wanted to go.
Okay.
So I've done my interiors course in Bangalore. And I've come, and I think Hyderabad is the place that I've always wanted to live.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I moved to Hyderabad to start my practice. And I have done internships here in Hyderabad as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And from Visakhapatnam, definitely we have one of the most very well-known designer, Mr. Amit Mirpuri.
Of course.
And we were lucky to feature Amit sir, and we got chance him to feature twice.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful to Amit sir. Amit sir, please, thank you so much. So before starting Indie Living, what you used to do?
So, like I said, I worked under different designers in our field just to understand how to go about starting my own business.
True.
That was always the intention. But I would like to point out one of my greatest mentors, Shrikant, who is the founder of SV Atelier.
Okay.
And I think he, as a person, has really inspired me to be who I am today as a designer. So I think having mentors or having people that you aspire to be in this field, I think is very important.
Thank you, Shrikant sir. Otherwise, I would have not got chance to have a session with her. Thank you so much. Like you being an interior designer, basically, whenever you design the things, definitely you also want like that the client should feel the space. So, what you feel कि जब भी आप कोई space design कर रहे हो और वहाँ पे if anybody is walking in, what should they feel? What should they feel about it?
All right. So I think I do say this a lot, even on my Instagram, that we want people to feel connected to our spaces. We want people to feel the soul that has went into designing a room or an office or any space, and being able to feel I think the calmness is something that we really want as a designer.
And you do both commercials and residential,
Yes,
or
we
pure
do.
Or-
No, we do commercial and residential.
So
spaces.
what is your more interest into, residential or commercial?
So I think commercial is fun because I think,
Timelines, you need to meet the timelines there.
yeah, timelines is a difficult part, but I feel it's actually nice because the project timeline becomes smaller, and it's just really nice to do a lot of big things in a short amount of time.
True.
It is definitely exciting. And I think the brief, when it comes to commercial, if you're talking about cafes or restaurants, I recently gotten to do a Pilates showroom.
Okay.
So it was a very fun experience. So that is something that you don't get to do in residential. So commercial is definitely a fun space to be in.
So generally, what should be the approach of a designer who have generally started their practice like you 5 years back or so to meet up their client's requirement? Generally, can you brief about that? How do you cope up with that situation, or how do you take your project in that way that your client is satisfied basically? End of the day, you need that your client should be satisfied.
Yeah. So I think in my practice in general, how we run our studio, we are very open with our clients. We have these conversations very in the beginning. Very initially, we tell them, we really understand their perspective first.
Great.
And then we are always there to guide them through the process of understanding what is right for their home, right? So that's something that we are very keen on. And we do have a lot of questionnaires. We do ask them about their importance of their lifestyle, and we try to incorporate all of that into design. So I think if all of these conversations are had beforehand, right, I think the process does go very smoothly.
True.
Yeah.
For you, what is more important, aesthetics or functionality?
Both. So being functional, I think, is something that has to be there, and aesthetics, I think, is just a result of a well-designed home.
True.
Right? So it doesn't we don't design something thinking it has to be aesthetic. It ends up being aesthetic because that's how we see design. That's how we design our homes. So, but functionality is something that is the most important thing a home should have.
True. Like you being a female, how do you cope up, or how do you meet up the timelines at the site? Generally, the labor who are working at site get cranky. So how do you deal with that situation? And generally, females are very soft spoken.
Yeah.
So it gets tough for them to be arrogant.
I think you might be soft spoken for 1 month, but not more than that in our field. You have to, I think, understand the circumstances and move beyond your comfort zone. So I think it is very important to know the subject to start with. When you're able to, guide the laborers in the right direction, I think they will start respecting you and things will go smoothly at the site.
True. Very true. Totally agree. At one point it happens that we lose the patient, then we need to scream at them, then get done our work. Very true. And if I'm not wrong, you're working at Visakhapatnam also, you're working at Hyderabad also. Where do you like working more, Visakhapatnam or Hyderabad?
I think Hyderabad is exciting, right? I think the scope for doing things beyond ordinary designs are a lot in Hyderabad. I like Hyderabad.
Hyderabad more.
Yeah. I think the brief and the clients also really know what they want, I think. Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, every studio of a professional like architects, interior designers are facing a huge problem when it comes to their staff because of lack of colleges and institute and the faculty what been taught to them. So any suggestion you would like to give that this situation, everyone get rid out of that situation and they have an efficient staff with them?
I think colleges these days are lacking the real-time experience that actually happens at the site. A lot of interns that we hire also always tell us that what we have, this was never taught in schools or colleges, what they actually experience in real life. So I think that's very lacking in the field, because we, I think, concentrate more about learning design, but we also have to concentrate on executing, right?
True.
So that's something I think a lot of people lack. So I think if that was more given in colleges, that would be a better outcome.
And who is your favorite interior designer or architect, especially from Hyderabad?
I really like Sona Reddy.
Okay.
I think her work is very inspirational, and I aspire to be her, honestly. Yeah.
When you take project, you're purely into consultancy or you are into turnkeys also?
No, so we only take up turnkey projects.
Okay,
So I feel if you are designing, you should be the one executing as well.
nice.
And we take up only turnkey projects.
So the designed by you and even turnkey by you.
Designed by us and executed by us, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you remember any of your project which changed from Meghna Vemula to interior designer Meghna Vemula? Some you get such projects which give you name in the market. कि भाई this is done by Meghna Vemula करके. Do you remember that project? A stepping stone of your career, basically.
Yes. So I have designed this retail store called Urban Furnishing in Visakhapatnam.
Wow.
And I think that was a big opportunity for me.
Yeah.
For the client, because I was just starting my practice, and for the client to put his trust in me, I think was a big moment for me.
True.
And I think since it's a retail store, a lot of people walked in, and I think
Yes.
that gave me a lot of name and a lot of confidence as well.
Yeah,
So,
because fabric furnishing have a number of
Yeah.
products and
Yeah.
number of variety range, and it is not easy to design that such showroom,
true.
and especially at your initial stage.
Yeah.
So, what were the challenges you faced in that project? Do you remember that?
It's been a while.
Okay.
But I think right now I work with contractors that I've been working with them since past 5 years, but initially all of them were new.
Yeah.
So I think breaking the ice with them, and just trying to make sure that they have our back when we give the toughest of the design. You need confidence in your contractors that they will be able to execute it.
In this 5 years of journey, have you ever feel underestimated in this profession?
I think a lot of those feelings come from within.
Okay. Yeah.
And I feel if you project confidence, people will perceive you as a professional.
True.
So I think I do feel underestimated, but I think a lot comes from within me and my mind and the way that I think. So that's how I feel
So-
about it.
That means you give a happy ending to your client, so your confidence boost up.
Yes, I think whatever I have given at whatever stage in my career, I've given a good output, and I've always gotten good feedback. So that's something, yeah.
Then you being a furniture designer also, any plans to launch your own furniture store?
Yes, I think that is my goal. I think
Okay.
maybe 2027
Okay.
we'll be there. But we are launching our furniture line this year.
Okay.
So I'm
So
excited. for
entire
that.
furniture or loose furniture, some center tables or sofas, or entire furniture beds?
So yeah, entire furniture. You'll have your entire living scene, and then you'll have your bedrooms as well. So sofas, beds, everything.
What keeps you going on a
Uh-huh.
slow or a difficult days whenever you face a tough time?
Okay.
Yeah, what make you go?
I think my family is my biggest support.
Okay.
And whenever I'm having a hard day, I always express my feelings, and I learned that it's okay to have one of those days in your life. So I just sleep on it.
Yeah. So generally, clients are very cranky.
Hmm.
So they say something on social media, especially Pinterest,
Mhm.
and they expect कि भाई मेघना मेरे को ये यहाँ पर चाहिए.
Hmm.
So how do you manage that situation with your client and your creativity? Because you have entire space in your mind. You want to take the flow. You have to create an ambience.
Mhm.
But architect generally see client generally see one wall and he wants that. Seeing
Yeah.
the Pinterest.
Yeah.
रात में 1-1:30 बजे 2 बजे मैसेज आता है कि ये मेरे स्पेस पे कैसे दिखेगा
Yeah,
मेघना. आपके
yeah,
साथ भी
yeah.
डेफिनेटली हुआ रहेगा.
Yeah.
So how do you cope up with this situation?
So at the end of the day, I think you should never go up to your ego. I think a person, I think a client is who is going to live in their home at the end of the day, right? And it's important that their ideas are addressed. So we do keep a very open conversation. So if they like something, we try and see how to incorporate that. And
Nice.
if it doesn't go within this thing, we do tell them, we do advise. So at the end of the day, it's the client's call, right? If they want it, we keep it. We're very okay with something like that. But we do try and suggest. I think when they hire us, right?
True.
It's important to guide them in the right direction. But yeah.
And would like to know about your most loving project, Shanti Casa. Something
Yes.
about Shanti Casa.
Yes. So I think Shanti Casa is a dream project.
Yeah.
The clients, they're two brothers who run their own timber depot basically.
Okay.
And they've actually been my vendor since
Ah.
a long time. And they know me even before I was their interior designer.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had a very good rapport build as well. And they wanted their house to be designed by us, and we were all very happy with the entire outcome, and it was a very mutual conversation that we've always had.
I've seen the project.
Hmm.
Both floors look same. मतलब उसको different करने में how you have decided to make the difference?
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
floors having a same layout
Yeah,
still.
yeah, yeah.
It looks
I
different.
think it was one of the biggest challenges in the brief,
Yeah.
to have the same floor plan, but both the brothers have very different identities. We did try to sit with them individually, try and understand what their requirements are, but the important part of the brief was to keep the entire home into one concept. They didn't
Yeah.
want to divide, so we did try to incorporate a lot of their personalities. And I think you will see a lot of difference when you enter into two different floors, but the entire concept is tied together.
If you want to describe Shanti Casa in one sentence, how would you describe it?
Okay, I think Shanti Casa is a Indian contemporary home with a lot of bling and flair. So we did use a lot of expensive marbles and veneers and lime washes, and so I think it's a very expensive affair.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Then, but Hyderabad has a good spending capacity.
It does.
People are ready to spend in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Especially in Shanti Casa. Earlier you thought कि I should change this space. But in last you have retained that same. So does it happen there?
Yeah, it actually did. So basically what happened is Shanti Casa is a renovation project, and we had a lot of columns in between, and in between their living rooms and bedrooms, which I think was a very difficult thing for the client to see how it will actually get incorporated into the design. But that's something that we have decided not to hide, because it's part of the building.
True.
And we've kind of decorated it, made it feel like it's part of the room rather than giving storage or just hiding it. So we've made the awkward columns into something that clients do cherish on daily basis. So that's something that we've done.
So Shanti Casa belongs to a joint family or
Joint family, yes.
Okay. So there have huge requirements.
Yeah.
So how many members generally?
So I think each floor they have 4 bedrooms, and their grandparents are living with them, and then they have each have one son and one daughter.
Okay.
So it is a big family.
Lot of requirements.
Lot of requirements, yes. So we've done a Murphy bed also for them, for their guests,
Oh.
whenever they visit. So we have incorporated a lot of storage, but at the same time you will feel everything is very airy and well designed.
So end of the day, what was client's testimonial about the Shanti Casa?
The clients were very happy, and we did get a lot of positive feedback, and they did throw a function to celebrate their housewarming ceremony, and I think all the feedback that we got from the relatives was also very positive. So that's something I think made our day.
Definitely. Matlab your hard work repaid basically. Being a woman founder, was it challenging to start your own studio as a woman?
I honestly never felt that it was difficult being a woman.
Okay.
I think it's the age factor that came in for me. I think I was more underestimated because I was young, not because I was a woman. But I think that kind of gave me more rage to do better.
How do you manage your professional and personal life?
And I'm still trying to figure that one out. Maybe in 5 years we'll do this again and I'll tell you how I've done it.
Yeah. But how do you manage? Still, you're working on it.
I'm working on it, honestly. I don't think I have a personal life in the last 2-3 years. I've always been very dedicated.
But I personally feel about this industry, I'm into this industry since 99. As I said, my elder brother Kamal Dharak, he's an interior designer from Hyderabad, practicing since 99. So I'm into this industry. So somehow I feel कि ये सबसे सुकून वाला profession है. You can operate from wherever you want. To meet the timelines, that last 15 days are the emergency time. Rest things goes very smooth.
Yeah.
So personal life disturb होने के chance जरा कम होते हैं इसमें when compared to any other profession. This is my personal.
Maybe then I'm not there yet. It's chaotic.
I have seen generally बोलते हैं कि भाई ये women oriented feel नहीं है, ऐसे नहीं है. But I generally see, especially in Hyderabad, I know more about Hyderabad. Now this industry is also getting dominated by females in Hyderabad. There are many female designers in Hyderabad. Still, any advice to a female or a woman designer you would like to give? Okay, but this is not tough. You can easily go ahead with this.
Yeah.
Any advice you would like to give them?
Yeah, I think every woman who's starting your own interior studio, I think you should just be confident, be consistent, and results will come.
True. It's been 5 years. You're working great, and A&I is thankful to you that we are getting chance to feature your project in our coming edition. So, what exactly success means to you today?
I'm not there yet. I think I've just started my journey, and I think I have a lot to conquer, and I hope I get a lot more projects coming forward, and yeah, I think I have a lot more to do before I feel I'm very successful.
I guess you will feel success when your furniture has been sold by designed by Meghna
Yeah, I think
Vemula, I guess.
Yeah,
That
sounds
would
like
be
a
the
dream.
point you will feel that I'm success now. Now my product is getting sold
Yeah,
on my name.
yeah.
Now, what kind of projects excite you more? Earlier when the starting career जब होता है लोग कुछ भी बोलते हैं ये design कर दो, but right now you are a settled designer, you are getting a good work, you're delivering the good work. So what kind of project excite you more?
I like a project when it comes with a very good brief. So clients who are interested in a very particular kind of design style. I love designing homes that are unique. So that kind of project excites me. Yeah, when client comes with like a good brief, like a very avant-garde kind of brief, we can do it.
Yeah. Any type of space or a project you're still waiting to do?
I think we haven't done a restaurant till now. So if that comes my way, that would be great.
Okay. So any one of your favorite restaurants in Visakhapatnam or Hyderabad, you can say, okay, bhai, this is what inspired me to design a restaurant.
I've been to Babylon recently.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Gachibowli wala?
Yeah.
It's nice.
What a beauty. I think it's a whole other universe inside,
True,
right?
yeah.
So I think
If
that's.
I'm not wrong, it is designed by some Mumbai guy.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Actually.
First Babylon was designed by 23 Degrees, Mr. Nilesh Srikanth. I guess this one is designed by some Mumbai designer.
But I think Broadway is also one example. I think Broadway is so close to all of our hearts. I think
Yeah.
Broadway is very beautifully designed as well.
And whenever you design the furniture, like you are a furniture designer, whenever you design the space, so you keep that thing in mind while getting done the bespoke furniture. You give them your own designs,
Yes. So it.
or you select it from the catalog and give them.
So it completely depends on our client's requirement, and we do sell a very unique kind of furniture which does not go in every kind of design. So if whenever we design a home that suits the kind of furniture we design, because we do value the design that we have done as well, and
Sure.
we want it to, when we are recommending it to our own clients, we do make sure that they're not clashing. So that way we do furniture.
Okay.
But if any project requires a bespoke furniture, we design that as well.
So generally you handpick the loose furniture or you get it designed?
Both ways.
Both ways.
Both ways, yeah. We do it both ways.
Any signature of Meghna, if person enter the space and he can say, "No, bhai, this is designed by Meghna Vemula karke." Do you have any signature?
I do. So I think in one of the videos as well, my client said Meghna loves arches.
Okay.
So I do, and I do incorporate arches in all the designs that we do. Even in my furniture, we do have arches. So I think I love symmetry basically. Symmetry is one thing, and I hope I get recognized by it down the lane as well. So symmetry is something that we work on always.
Any advice to the Hyderabad vendor categories related to our interior or architecture field you would like to give?
I think Hyderabad market, I think, is honestly very good. You find everything here, and vendors are always trying to showcase the best of things, which I think is very helpful for us. We don't have to put in a lot of effort. You go to the right vendor, he will give you the best and best that has to offer. So I think Hyderabad is the right place to be if you want to be an interior designer.
So basically, you're very happy with the vendor list
No,
of
no,
Hyderabad.
I am.
And as you said, ki you take consultancy and turnkey both. So how do you meet up the timelines? What is your strategy basically of working when it comes to turnkey?
So we do put everything on paper, and we do track our this thing,
Okay.
and we do have weekly checking key whether or not at the timeline has been, and we do inform our clients as well. Say 1 week, 2 weeks, it got postponed, or we do understand, and we do maintain a proper project management this thing. as
Do you
well.
remember any of the project that you have completed within a very short span of time?
So recently we've delivered a commercial project called Pilates for Shein. So we had a timeline of 3 months, but we have delivered it in 2 months. So the whole
How big
project,
was the area?
1700 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right from the scratch.
Right from the scratch. The way that it was handed over to us, there was a banquet hall previously. So we have
Okay.
to dismantle and also execute it.
Okay.
So we did a good job in the timeline. Yeah.
So that is always exciting, getting done the work in
Yeah,
timelines.
yeah,
And
yeah,
turnkey
yeah.
is generally very interesting because, as I said you earlier, I am also into turnkeys. I love doing turnkeys, and if you are able to meet the timelines,
Hmm.
then it is fun. It's
Yeah,
really fun.
Yeah.
I would like to just take few words about A&I magazine from you. How do you find A&I magazine?
So I think having a magazine that represents Hyderabad, I think is very important. And you guys have captured it really, really well. And I think it's a great opportunity for architects and interior designers like us who are, trying to grow. I think it's a great opportunity that you have created. So very thankful for that.
So thank you so much, Meghna. It was
Yeah.
great interacting with you, and thank you so much for giving us chance for the podcast and featuring your project in coming editions.
It's my
Thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.